What's up, guys? Trilogy here with another movie review. Today we're going to be talking about Don't Breathe 2. Just hit theaters this weekend, and we're going to be reviewing it really quick, giving a quick ending explained, and just talking about some of the highs and lows of this movie. Yeah, before we jump into it, I'm Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. I do movie reviews, gaming reviews, anime, manga, tech, all kinds of things on my channel, jack of all trades. I have curated playlists on my channel, and if you guys want to see more content like this, I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll like the video and share your opinion down below in the comments. Yeah, just jumped into it. So Don't Breathe 2 takes place 8 years later from the first one. If you remember the first one, we have 3 kids who they break into the blind man's house. There's rumor that he has a bunch of money there and they want to rob him and basically run off into the sunset and retire because they're thieves who steal from rich people. Turns out that old man was crazy. He killed almost all of them except for the girl at the end. You know, there's a trope in scary movies where there's the white girl that escapes and everyone else dies. Yeah, I honestly am not a big fan of the first movie, so let's put that out there. And I'm going to say the first movie was way better than this movie. If I had to rate it, I'd give like the first movie maybe a 7 or a 6.5 out of 10. I didn't like the twist at the end. Towards the end, you know, they had the plot twist where he has the girl in the basement and he's basically trying to get another daughter after the girl ran over his daughter. I didn't like that plot twist, but I still probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10. That said, that movie's better than this one. If I had to rate this movie, it's like a 4, 5 out of 10. Like, it's really not that good. This movie doesn't, you know, a sequel's supposed to add more to the world that was established in the first movie, and I feel like that's just not the case in this movie. We could have completely skipped this movie. It doesn't add anything, and it kind of contradicts the characters from the first movie. So we have the old man, his house gets broken into, and unlike in the first movie where he was just totally kicking butt, killing people, he was kind of sloppy in this movie. Like, he did not go off like he did in the first movie. Granted, the guys that broke in weren't 3 little teenagers. They were like 5 ex-veterans or whatever. But, like, I feel like he did way better in the first movie. Also, spoilers. Obviously, this is the ending explained. As soon as I saw the dog, I said, yep, they're going to kill the dog. John Wick made it okay to kill dogs. And now everybody wants to kill the dog because it's emotional. And you know what? Whatever. Cut. Anyways, R.I.P. Shadow. Shadow, hey. I really felt it was like a little too early in the movie for me to feel sad about Shadow. Because in the first movie, that dog was tearing people up. Like, he was just tearing them up, bro. Like, in my eyes, he was still kind of seen as an antagonist. There wasn't enough time to transition the dog from antagonist to protagonist for me to really resonate with the dog's death, you know. But it was sad to see him die. The old man really had that dog for a long time. It's probably almost time for him to go anyways. That's dark. That's dark. Forget that. Cut that out. But yeah, I mean, that was crazy. The plot twist in this movie, even worse than the first movie. The plot twist, obviously, I called it. This movie was also a little predictable. I knew that the antagonist, the guy with the white patch in his hair, I knew he was going to be related to the girl somehow whenever he touched her hair at the beginning. But I thought he was going to be like the mom's brother. You know, I thought he was going to be the brother, not her actual dad. And then the plot twist where they needed her for a heart transplant. I'm like, does that even make sense? I feel like a little kid's heart is not strong enough to power like a grown woman's heart, you know? I don't know. I failed biology. You guys tell me. I feel like that doesn't make any sense. And it was a little predictable. Yeah, it was a predictable movie. And the plot twist, I'm not going to say that was predictable, but just because it's a plot twist doesn't mean it's good, that it betters the movie. In this case, I don't think it betters the movie. The best part of this movie is probably the little girl. She's a really good actor. I've never heard of her before, but she was very good at conveying emotions. And in the end, she got what she really wanted, which was a more social life. She wanted more friends, so she goes to the shelter, and she talks to the little black girl. She's like, "You got room for one more?" She's like, "Yeah, we do." And that's just funny to me because, like, no one asked, like, "Hey, who are you?" Like, we see you around town all the time, and, like, have you always been homeless? Like, are you newly homeless? Where's your family? I guess I don't want to dwell too much into that. So in the end, the little girl, after they killed the old man, so like they just killed the main character. Like, some movies can kill the main character. Yes, some movies can kill the main character and it's good. And it was nice to have that little confessional before he died, but like, yeah, it really didn't hit for me. Like, none of the deaths really hit for me. The antagonist deaths didn't hit. The protagonist deaths didn't hit. Nothing really hit as far as death. I didn't resonate emotionally. So a lot of this movie just fell flat. So that's just my opinion on the movie. Like I said, if I had to rate it, I'd give it like a 4.5, maybe a 5 out of 10. Would not watch it again, where I've seen the first movie a couple times because say what you want about the movie. The premise was really good. A blind man who's just out here killing people, who has super hearing and stuff like that. That's super cool. He does not have any of the cool factor in this movie. Like, that guy just gets whooped the whole movie. It just was not the same. And like, I get it, the antagonists were different. They weren't little teenage kids, but like, I just feel like he lost a lot of the cool factor he had from the first movie. And it does not add anything to the lore or the world. All it does is kill him off. And hopefully they don't make a third movie with the little girl, because she had the training and stuff like that. I mean, she can see, so it's really not the same. Yeah, it just wasn't for me. I know a couple of people who said this movie was okay, but I haven't heard anybody say it was groundbreaking. So yeah, that's not the right opinion. That's just my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, feel free to let me know down below. This is Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.